Today we got our new roof for our 2014 Can-Am Commander. This is the BRP Sport Roof. So first thing we got to do is get this out of the box and take a look at it. Okay, so here's what's in the box. We've got our roof. This is the front for the light here. This rubber flap thing and a hardware package. I'm hoping the instructions are inside of here to help me out because I've never seen this actually installed. So I have no idea why they even have this little rubber flap thing in here for. So we're about to find out. Okay, step one, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this old soft top, which you actually saw us install last year. So as you can tell, it was holding up pretty good. It just likes to droop a lot. So we're going to go ahead and take this one off in favor of a hard top because this just collects too much snow. It is tight, as you can see, but for a cheap top it works pretty nice. When the sun hits it, it tightens right up. So we're going to go ahead and remove this whole top in favor of our new BRP top. Okay, in your hardware kit you'll find these. These are called P-clamps. These go around the roll cage. Also in your hardware kit you will find these. These are foam pads that actually go here inside here where it rests against the roll bar, so that way it doesn't rattle around and scratch up the paint and all that other stuff. So what you got to do next is you install the foam things. Where'd they go? Because I dropped them on the ground. Install these foam pads on your P-clamps, and you install your P-clamps on the top of your roll cage up here. The important thing to remember is, according to the directions, the ones on the sides you install facing inward. The ones on the front and rear you install facing outward, like so. Here's the windshield, here's the clamp. This is the outside here, as you can see, and these go inward like so. So this piece here has to be pointing inside on the side rails and outward on the front and the rear, like so. So we're going to go ahead and get all those on so we have two hands to do this, and we'll get right back to you. Important tip: the foam only needs to be on where it's going to be on the bar. You do not need it here. So if you start here and go around this way, you can get it just in here and only in here and not out here. So if you start at this corner here and work it around through there, it'll go in. These are self-adhesive, so you just got to take your time, be careful, and you'll be able to get it right in the middle of the clamp like that. So, okay, once you have all your P-clamps installed, on each side they go just behind the seat belt, and one up in here somewhere. They can be moved. You can slide them around, and up here and in the back they show you a picture to put it near this sticker on each side of the sticker. These, in case you're wondering, is actually our cab light. So we just got it loose for right now. We'll move it when we need to later. But once you have all these installed, you go ahead and set your roof up on top of the cage. Okay, once you have your roof installed, you're going to have to go get the hardware. You're going to have some bolts that go in from the top, some rubber spaces for in between there, and a nut for the back side, so that way everything's all perfect. So you go ahead and bolt everything up with the hardware that's already drilled, and then you have to drill 2 holes in the back to mount the remaining 2 brackets back there. Important thing to remember is do not tighten anything down. Just get them finger tight, nothing spectacular, so that way you can move these clamps and the roof around to get it sitting exactly how it should be sitting, exactly where you want it, before you lock everything down. Once you get all the clamps, all of them, all the way around, once you get all the clamps in place and everything all squared up, then you can tighten them down. Once you're satisfied with the placement of your roof, you can go ahead and tighten up these bolts here and get it all tightened down where it's going to have its final resting place, so that way it's going to be mounted solid. And then you're going to move back there and you're going to drill 2 holes. Once you get your roof all tightened down, you'll notice these bolts hanging down where you can cut yourself. Well, they provide these little caps you can put on the ends of the bolts, so that way you can protect yourself. If you have to reach up there, you don't cut your hand or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and put these on. Those of you with windshields, specifically like the BRP windshields, that's what this flap is for, as I found out. This far, because it goes across the top of your window. Now, as I have a BRP half windshield with a piece that goes on the top of it for winter time purposes, this material is actually a little thicker than the BRP window. What this does is it goes up here like so, flat facing forward on top of the BRP windshield, so that way all the crap doesn't come inside. Just like that, but it just has this channel right here that fits on the top edge of the window. But we've got a thicker piece of Lexan here than what this is down here, so this doesn't exactly fit. See, this will fit on the BRP window just fine, but it does not fit on this. It's just a little too thick. So, but you install this before you put the roof on it, or you install it on your window and put the window in after your roof is installed.